Welcome to episode 11, and we're looking at the model warehouse. My name's Blades, and let's see what we can do with this. I'm not sure how far we can go with it. So, here goes. Fun time. Right, we're in the source directory, so we're going to do some includes. What we're looking to do, this is what this series is all about. Let's put it that way. It's all about this file and how we can build a model warehouse to do storage of, well, any kind of model really. It doesn't have to be an OBJ, it's just that's what I picked on. And let's start with an include. Start at the top, I suppose. So OBJ loader, isn't it? OBJ loader. Not sure how this is going to go actually. Import object. Yeah, we wanted one of those. Oh, thank you. Hash include. And OBJ loader again. What I'm going to do is just include everything. See how far we can go with doing that. And hopefully we'll come out the other side with a decent program. Store, that's the one. You're probably wondering why I'm doing it this way. It's because of there's some not inconsistencies, but variations that can be brought in from the programs or from the functions that we've written that I haven't accounted for at this point. And I know about them, so I'm not too worried. And then we need two from the API, don't we? Yeah. API. And that's going to be create model. It's actually not too bad, this one. It's worked out rather well. Completely different approach to what I normally do. Let's put it that way. Don't need anything else there. And we need to make the model storage as well. So yes, we do need the last part of the API. Hash include API, and I will take that OpenGL data structure. Yes, I'm taking it in here. Not when we create the model. I'm going to be doing it from here because this is the class that stores the data, whereas the create model isn't. So this is where I want it all. Yeah, I think we'll start there. What we'll do is we shall make a class and we will call it model warehouse. There we go. Wish I could get me O's to go lowercase, you know. Oh dear. That's going to be a fun day. It's going to be a fun day. There we go. Now, do I want this to be an OBJ, an object file? Have I got anything like timers going on? I'll change it if we have. It's only if we get timers and stuff that I would need something like that. So, something to bear in mind. And the first thing we're going to do is model. We're already in, so it's import obj star, and it's just going to be import semicolon. That'll do me. I'm happy about that one. The next one is going to be store obj, and that's just going to be a star. I'm not happy happy about that one. M underscore, thank you. M underscore store. I've got to put OBJ on this one, haven't I? Actually, I'll put OBJ on that. Yeah, I'll do it properly. Otherwise, I could get confused in the future if I want to do different imports from different types of files. Wouldn't be a good idea. Create model. So this is where it should all come together, I think. Where's create model gone? Let's just take a look at it and find out. API, isn't it? Oh, we haven't got one. That's / to do create model. And also we're going to need create shader. So we are still missing things. That's a blast. I didn't really want to be missing things at this stage. We've not got the shader. Yes, we have. Create shader. Thank God for that. I was damn sure I'd done that one. M underscore, and that's... Yeah, I'll just call it create shader. No reason not to. Alright, so that's what I've got there. We need to also... Do I want to do a direct model structure or not? That's interesting. Not quite sure, but I think what we're going to use is possibly a vector. Again, not sure, so... What I'll do though is I will hash include. No, I won't. No, this is going to act slightly differently. I could use a vector if we didn't know how many models we were going to load. But as I do, I'm not going to. So what I'm going to do instead, we're going to need a window. Hash include. And that's just window 3D, isn't it? Where am I? Oh no, it's in the same directory. Whoops. There it is. So I will need that as well. And that will just be window 3D and M underscore. I just want the address of it. I don't want the whole thing. So that will be that. Trying to work out how to deal with the structure. We'll deal with it as we get to it, I think. For now, not sure. So, public. And it's going to be model warehouse. Open brackets, and it's going to be window 3D. And it's just going to be and window. There we go, that's that one done. Will we need a destructor? Oh yes we will. So title, model warehouse. Plenty of stars being created in here. So we're going to have plenty of deletes to do. And the first one I'm going to do is going to be void. Let's see, initialize, and I'm just going to say warehouse. Do I need to initialize it with anything? No, I'm taking in the window at the beginning. Nope. So we should have a prepare and an update. So it's prepare warehouse. And we might not need them. I'm putting them, because this is my standard way of doing it. Update warehouse. That'll do. I think we're going to stop there. So that's model warehouse.h. And on the CPP side, it's already set up for us, so I'll pop you in there. That's good. I've done that at the end of last episode. Create definition. There we go. Do the usuals. Put a space in. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm not sure why it doesn't like an opening brace. Provides no initializer for reference member. Really? And who told him that? That's a bit weird. Right, okay, I'll come back to that. And create the next definition. Hello, Muppet. Yeah, Muppet sat here sneezing all over me. Isn't that nice? Oh, so sweet. So just making these definitions, as it were, wrongly, according to the first one, but hey ho. It wouldn't be a Blades episode if it wasn't wrong. Ah, bless. I hope it all slots together in a minute or two. Otherwise I could be in trouble. Here we go. And create the last definition. And that's all we're going to need there. Excellent. That's roughly all we're going to be doing. I'm not bothered if there's errors in this part because it don't really matter. Yeah, it is an error. I can't remember why. Yeah, that is an and window there. So if I go back to main and I do hash include source model warehouse.h, and I come down here and stick model in front of that. Model warehouse star warehouse equals a new model warehouse window. Like that. And there's a problem here. Expected a type specifier. You did. There you go. My bad. Alright, so with you slotted in there, I've got no errors here. That really makes me wonder. I mean, I don't normally have problems with this kind of thing. It's just the address I want. Oh. Oh. Does it mean that it does need this? M_window equals window. Or have I just transferred the problem? Default initialization of reference is not allowed. Okay. Fair enough. I've not seen that before, but hey ho, it's a new one to me. Let's pop that to a star then. Oh. That's allowed. Yeah. How strange. Right, let's have a look at our list here. Let me just borrow that list. Copy. I'll just pop them in here for a minute. So, comma. Next one is import object. Import obj. Open brackets equals. I think it's just a straightforward one, is it? Well, we're going to have to check. So we'll come to the APIs in a minute. Let's have a look at these ones here. Import obj. Straightforward. Okay. So in there, what we do is we put a new import obj. Yeah? No? Comma. What's wrong with doing that? Well, I know that. What is he on about today? Have I done something different here that I'm not aware of? Fine. Oh, is it because I've got all this lot in? Possibly. M import obj equals a new import obj. Ah. That's probably why. Oops. Comma. M underscore. Oh God, I'm having a bad day, aren't I? Store obj equals. Yeah, equals a new store obj. Comma. M underscore. What's the next one on the list? Can't do is the next one on the list. So that's the to do. Take you out of there actually. That's that one. And the last one is m_create shader equals a new create shader. That might need some variables yet. I'm not sure. Probably. Create shader. Let's just have a quick look at you. You're under API. And it needs a shader name. What do we call our shader? Probably basic or something. Yep, basic. There you go. That's all that done. Okay, we've still got a brackety bracket. No instance and constructor matches the argument list const char 6. Pardon? Okay. Key string, please. H. Here we go. And yep, that's okay there. And that means we can't do that there. Yes, we can. And now we just need a bracket. You can't tell me that that doesn't exist. Is this calling me out on the constness? I wonder. Right, we'll take you out there then. I'm not quite sure, so we'll create model and create shader separately down somewhere else. We'll come back to those. They could be slightly more problematic, shall we say. So let's deal with import object. That's resources. Okay, what OBJ do we have? Box, RGB. Okay. OBJ loader. Here we go. Import object. Doesn't take anything in, and that's fine. Absolutely fine. So I think it's the constness of the other one. I think I've got a problem there with our create shader, and I think it's that because it's coming from outside. That could be it. But there's other reasons why I don't like that either. Right, so let's start this up. I'm going to initialize two things, so that's getting rid of. So far we've got a few deletes. First thing to be is the last thing that we want to do, so delete. So far we have m_store obj. Delete m_import obj. And can't touch the window. Lovely, because the window's not ours to touch, as it were. And initialize warehouse. So the first thing we're going to do is import the obj. And how are we storing it? Right, there's our store object. This is where we have to start altering things to fit the design. So storage under import. It's not there. It's in here. What we do is we send it over, don't we? Okay. Well, no. And that doesn't equal that anymore, because we've got one. So it's just going to be store obj. In there. And that means we are going to need to import using store obj, and it's star store obj. That's correct. Now store obj is no longer ours. We don't own it. So that delete goes. Lovely, that all now works. So we're actually taking our storage class from outside. Now that's a big thing because everything's now filtering through to our storage class through better make sure that clean storage. Actually no, you shouldn't be doing it anyway. Send data to graphics card. You shouldn't be doing that either. All you should be doing in here is reading the file. That's your job. You're importing the file. And it's a bool. Excellent. Yeah, that will now work because it's a bool. Good. We can check it. Fantastic. I've thought ahead a little bit on this one. We need to initialize. Yep. So under... Right, I'm not doing create shader yet, so you can go away. So in here, initialize warehouse. Here we go. First thing we do in initialize warehouse is start sorting out the import part. So m_import obj, and it's just initialize obj. There's nothing to initialize it with, and then it's just m_import obj, and that will be load obj, open brackets, qstring and file name. So that will just be let's see if it does that silly thing to us again. If I just put the name in. So it's box RGB. That's our test file, as it were. There you go, that works perfectly well there. No instance constructor of import obj matches the argument list. That's right. It doesn't. Okay. I don't believe that, because you can't ask for it without that and without store obj being there. And that changes this order. What's it looking for here? A star. That's new. Okay, it's just befuddling me. Yeah, you see it disappears as soon as I click off it. That's just typical. Which alters my order here. And you see now how dependencies matter. We would have to delete import obj before storage because of dependencies. If we delete storage first, then import obj is invalid. So we have to do import obj first to stop the invalidation. That's just due to dependencies. So always go back to front, as it were. You construct them in one order, you delete them in the reverse order. It's just a standard way of programming, and if you get into the habit of doing that, you, even when it doesn't matter, still do it. Just do it out of habit, and you'll be fine. You should be fine with those. Right, now we've loaded the obj. What we need to go on to say is we need to tell the storage, because the storage now has, after this point here, or should we say at the end of this line here, the storage is now full of our obj file. So that's the obj file. I mean, that's a simple one. I think we've actually, well, no, we haven't finished that file, but hey ho. Right, storage should be full of all the details that we need. So under storage, we have clean. Yes, clean should already be used. Let's just make sure it is. So blah 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 blah. Store data blah 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 blah. Clean storage. All right, yeah, we just haven't got that far. So what we need now is this. So it's send data to OpenGL, or no, it's to API, isn't it? Yeah. So what we need here is it's a bool. No, I'll just use a void for now. Send data to API. That's it. That's what we need next. Lovely. Just pop that in there. You can see that how close we are to finishing this, and why I've been putting like test notes in everywhere. So now that that's in, our store should be okay. So under here, what we would do now is m_store, obj, and we would just, what would we do? Yeah, just do that. So that would send the data to our API. Now, we don't have our API there for it, do we? I'm just wondering whether we because we need now to put that in there. We need to give that the API, because that would be create model. Which we don't have. That means we're stuck. So yeah, we're going to have to do create model next, by the looks of it. Just take that out a minute. In the meantime, it doesn't do anything, does it? No. I just wanted to show you something because it's quite funny. There were errors. Yeah, we'll just run the last successful. This is what came up. Can you see it? Is it actually on screen? Yeah, it is. It's on screen here, but that's not what I wanted to show you. That's our window here, up here at the top. Here, it's diddy. This is what I wanted to show you from the last episode. Window resize, as I said during the episode. When we initialize OpenGL, the window resize is called automatically, and that shows it there. And as I was trying to say during the episode, that Q object allows Qt application, the Q GUI application that we set up in main, that allows that to talk with our window, because it's got a Q object there. So if I take the bottom right of that and I do that, as you can see, that's that done. And if I press a space bar, the space bar works. So our window's actually working. It's the wrong color, but it's working. So it is working. The errors there are just errors that we know about, because we need to go and do create model. Right. So we are going to have create model. Let's have a look at create shader. Again, it's a QString name, isn't it? So it should really have let us do that. Why won't it let us do it? Have I messed up my spellings again? Is create shader a function? No, it's protected by model. So it can't be matched over. How very interesting. m_create shader. Probably is that constness equals a new create shader. And it's basic. That's it. That should work, no problem. Thank you. So we've got the shader. So we've sent the data to the API. We've got the shader. Now we are going to need our model, because we need to create model. So send data to API, we pass in create model, that will send the data to the correct place. Let me just pop that in under, right, create shader's working, we know that now. It's just me messing it up earlier. So if I go to there, well actually, there, we don't have create shader. Alright, okay, we'll come back to that. That's going to be a bit messy because we've not done it. So I don't want to mess things up there. I'll come back to that. We've already got the shaders because we've created the basic shader already. That's been done for us here. That's automatic. So let's just see what we've got back from that. Probably absolutely nothing. Okay, yeah, create shader, that does that. Wrong one. Here we go. Yeah, that just pops through that. Why is create shader doing this to me? Thank you. Yeah, it was the constness that was messing us up. Yep, happy about that. So that's working. And in the H file we have get shader program. So we'll need one of them. And we can pop that in here. And just need one of them. And pop that at the top. Yeah. And that's just going to be star, isn't it? Star m underscore program. Excellent. So that's that part here. We would use m underscore program equals create sorry, the cat's clawing me. Create. It's not a very good place to be. Shader. Oh, what have I done wrong? Create shader dot get shader program. Thank you. That's all I wanted to type. Thank you, Muppet, for that. That's very kind of you, but it's not needed. Your claws are very sharp. And that's roughly about it. From the shader program, the from m underscore program, we can actually, I can do it from here, can't I? But what would it be? It would be MVP location. I do need that now. So model. In here, I'm going to put OpenGL shader program. Who kills it? Me or them? They do, don't they? be careful. Let's create model. Delete later, yeah, they do. Not us, them. Okay, that's perfectly alright. Don't need to worry about that one. Don't need to worry about that one. These are ours. So here, I am going to have model 3D. Change that. So model 3D we want. He is going to be a star underscore model. That's what we're after. What we're trying to generate, should I say. That's okay there. Warehouse. Now you're going to find out why I need the model. Underscore model. And that's just going to be... We'll actually need one, won't we? Would help. Underscore model is a new model 3D. Don't think we put anything there, did we? No, it's just straight struct. That's fine. Model 3D then. That's fine. Create shader. We don't bother with it. It's not ours. Model we delete. It gets deleted when the warehouse gets deleted. So that's underscore model. That's right there. You can see how you've got to keep on top of your deletions. Windows not ours. Create shader. The shader's not ours, so we can't. Actually, yes, we do. The create shader is ours, but the shader isn't. Right. So there we can delete create shader. Hope that makes sense. Create shader will delete the shader for us because it belongs to it. Lovely. Now I'm happy with that. We've got model create, import and store. Model create, import and store window we don't need. Okay. So from our model we can take something like that. MVP location. Oh, sorry. And that will equal, let me get this right, underscore program. And that will be uniform location. And it's looking for a QString, which was a uniform underscore MVP. That's how we put that piece of information in. What else do we need? I'm just wondering whether we want to use getters or do we just send the model in here into create model. Because create model, we've done nothing in it. We've got a free hand in what we want to do. I mean, the MVP itself, we can now do. If we go back to window and we provide the information for the V and the P, we can now create the MVP, which is what I was going to do. So if we go to window, header, we do Q matrix 4x4, and that would be get view and all we would do there is return underscore VREW, that one, semicolon, and we would do the same for the projection, matrix 4x4, and this would be get projection, and that's return underscore projection, semicolon. That's them two. What we can then say in here is going to be a long line, but it's going to be M underscore model, and it's going to be MVP. Hover over it, and it's a Q matrix 4x4, and it's going to be, this is a funny part, equals it's going to be window, is it just window? No, M window, and that's going to be get MVP, so P, times M underscore window, and that's going to be get view, and that's going to be times, this is a funny bit because we haven't done it. Yes, we have. We've actually already got it in, I think. M underscore model, can I do it this way? Can I? No. It has to be a vec4. Damn it. Model position it is. But it's a vec3, isn't it? I bet. Yeah, I've done the wrong one. That's not legal. Yeah. Q vector 3D won't work. So, let's have a look at our model again. OpenGL. That becomes a 4. So it's a vector 4D. Vector 4D. And that becomes comma 1 point. I'm not sure what happened there. Uh, 1.0f. What's it doing? Oh, it's inserting. Where's my insert? It's that one, isn't it? I don't know. I don't know if that works. This keyboard doesn't have lights on it. F. Semicolon, please. And that's now 4D. Okay, that's that fixed. That's you fixed. Yep, that should be okay. I'm just wondering whether I should do the model matrix here first. Probably. Because it's certainly not liking that. No equals operator to that one. Yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, let's have a look. So, no, it's not M underscore. It's going to be matrix 4x4. And it's model. It's the model matrix I'm after. MM. I'm just testing something out. This isn't the final code, don't worry. MM equals it's going it's Q matrix 4x4 equals Q matrix. I know there's a way of doing this, I just can't remember what it is. 4x4 dot set to identity times M underscore. Oh, it's done it already. Oh, it's cleared the damn thing. Oh, I hate you. God, I wish IntelliSense wasn't so damn slow. I thought I was right. No, it's... Oh, God. It can be so goddamned annoying. Set to identity is a function times M underscore model dot model position. Is that allowed? Yeah. That's interesting. No operator asterisk matches these. Yeah, I'll have to think about that. There's a way of doing it, and it's in the Q4x4 matrix, isn't it? Read the manual. Yes, Blaze, you should read the manual. Just pop you there for a second because you're not right. So here's the manual. It's transform. No, it's not to transform. Transpose, translate, X, Y, Z. I can times it by a float. I can times it by a matrix. So what can we do with this part here? Nothing. Float factor. Okay. So I can translate it. I think it's that one. Multiplies a matrix by another that translates coordinates by the components of vector. Yeah, it's translating. It was a Q vector 3D. I don't believe it. So which one do we do first? Those times that times that. I don't think we do. I don't think we should be doing the MVP. No. I'm not liking this. Because it's that lot. Translated by that. You can't do it times translate. Okay, so I don't like doing it this way, so I'm not going to do it. It really is that simple. It's best not do it here if you're not happy with it. I will do it when we've got the full information. What I should be storing there, by the looks of it, is the identity is not the MVP, but the model matrix. That would make more sense. So that is a 3. Damn it. I knew when I programmed it, it was right, and now I'm just second guessing myself and getting it wrong. Stupid me. No, I don't want that. I want model matrix here. And that equals that. Back here, we would do m underscore model dot model matrix dot set to identity. You'll see me set them to identity every time. That's the initializer. And then you would say m underscore model, and it's model matrix again, translate, and that would be by m underscore model and that would be the position, semicolon, and that's correct. So we've now got all 3 matrices available, so that means we can do the MVP. Yay! Ah, bless. I'm just wondering how if I want to do it here or not. Now I've done all of that, because the next thing after doing all of that, do I really need to do the MVP here? No. The MVP would probably go somewhere like here, in the prepare part. In fact, that never changes. That could. That can change. Now, yeah, it's these 2 lines go hand in hand, so these 2. Cut. And paste. Okay, that's better. And that's okay. So that's what the prepare does. And in the update, we would have Q matrix. And it would be for x4 MVP equals or window dot let's try this again. m_window dot get MVP's last, so it's projection first times, you have to do it in reverse, _window. Yes, you're thinking, Blaze, what are you on? Are you on drugs? Yes, I am. What's that got to do with it? Yeah, matrix multiplication is always done in reverse. So model times view times projection has to be done in reverse. It's the rules, so I just go by them. I don't make them up. It's the way matrix mathematics works. Trust me on that, or just look it up on the internet. They'll all tell you the same. m_window. Silly, but it's true. And that's going to be get view. I've done it again. And that's just going to be multiplied by m_model dot model matrix semicolon. All right. Now what we do, have we got our shader program? Yeah. So what we would do next is window set model and then the window can OpenGL it and draw it. Or do we want to do a master renderer? We don't have to. I know I've put one in. Don't have to write one. Which is hilarious. We'll see. We'll see. I'll yeah, I'll just put set model to be drawn because I think I want to make a renderer, but I'm not sure how I'm going to do it right now because we've still got that PaintGL in window. So that's going to mess things up. No, it isn't. What am I talking about? Set model to be drawn. That's correct. Yeah. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy with that. We're very, very close now. That's all that needs to be done in the warehouse. So the warehouse is going to be storing all of our models. The whole point to the warehouse is the model bit, this model. How we get a hold of it is up to us. So we're sending the data to the API there. But the next one is going to be something like m_create model, is it? Yeah. m_model equals create model. And then it'll just be something like new model. I don't know, something like that. I'm not sure how I'm going to handle that. The other way of handling it, of course, is to say, yeah, that I don't know. No, I think that's probably going to be the best way. So yeah, I think quite close. This create model is going to hold us up, and then we just have to decide how we're going to use our renderer. And then we have to go back over everything and fill in the blanks. And it'll all work. Wow. I'm quite pleased with that. That's rather good. Anyway, that's the model warehouse for now. I just want to do a quick build. Let's QVect3D compiling sources. Okay, open data. I've messed that probably up somewhere. QVect3D, QVect3D, QVect3D model position equals that. No instance matches the argument list. That's right. Save, done, next, and let's just build again. Just get my errors out because I messed around a lot. Create model object. Doesn't exist. Warehouse model. Create VAO. Probably doesn't exist. Did I not sort that out? Probably not. One or more multiple. Yeah, okay. Initialize but not reference, that's fine. And I've got decals, which means that something's not linking in here. Because that's usually a decal override. Already defined in main. Yeah, I've probably got a duplicate of namings. Something's already defined in main. I haven't even looked back at main. And we haven't even asked it to initialize. Okay. So I don't know what it's on about. That's my problem, not yours. So, in the meantime, I would like you all to take care and have fun exploring Qt and C++. So, let's carry on into the next episode with this create model business and me correcting some errors. And I'll catch you there. Take care and have fun.